Before we start, I'd like to issue an apology. On the last episode, I said that SmackDown was in Vegas when you were there, Mick. I was wrong. It was WrestleMania.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, the big kahuna. I regret the error, and I hope you all can forgive me.
Jesus, we might as well just fucking cancel the podcast at this point.
Yeah, I don't know why we're still doing this, honestly. If you're going to be jacking around like that, dude, come on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll do better next time.
You know, I was thinking we had, what was it, Modest Mouse, Modest Tuna, the Humble Mole. I thought of another one earlier today, but I can't remember what it was. So if I just randomly say something in that vein, you'll know that's because I remembered
That's where it's from.
I saw something this week, too. I forgot what it was.
I didn't even see it. I just thought of it.
Speaking of apologies, like obviously that was a joke, but have you guys heard of this?
What?
It
was a legitimate apology.
You know what? You're right, Carson, and I'm sure that people forgive you for it. But have you guys seen the thing about Shannon Sharp? What's going on there?
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Oh, man. Who's Shannon Sharp?
He was the tight end for the Broncos and
Okay.
Ravens.
Yes.
He does. Like,
I remember him.
does he do a podcast or is he like actually on a sports show now?
I don't know. I think he was. I think he's on a sports show.
I was gonna say, that's what I know
or
him.
something.
I know him
For
from
Christ's
something
sake, First Take. Stop it, Skip.
No,
Yeah, he was on that for sure.
you're skipping Shannon. There you
Skipping
go.
Shannon, Jesus
like that.
Christ.
Yes. Okay. Now I know who you're talking about now.
Yeah.
Anyway, allegedly, he sexually assaulted this like 19-year-old OnlyFans
Nice.
influencer. There's a lot of evidence that suggests he did not do it. I think their team has even like come out as saying they rescind their he I think recorded the sex. Yeah, and he was like, I'm gonna post that if you don't take he's like, it was very consensual, like nothing bad happened. So I think everyone's on Shannon's side, but then they're like, wait, you're 53 and she's 19. Like, it's a little weird anyway.
Yeah.
Pause.
That's what.
So where I'm going with this is his PR team sent him what he should have tweeted for an apology.
Oh yeah.
And he screenshot the text message.
Yeah.
And
just
posted.
He didn't say this is what
was-
my PR team said. He just put it like it was his words.
Literally, he screenshot the PR team's text bubble and posted a picture.
So it's like obviously you can tell
Yeah.
he was receiving that text.
Yeah. That's
So
hilarious.
funny. Yeah,
I
that
need to
was-
see that. That's awesome.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's great.
I did see that.
I need
That
a PR
was-
team so I can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so funny.
That and I mean, when you're like a high profile person like that, and you're getting into that danger zone. I mean, if you're gonna get into some extracurriculars with some younger people, you might as well just have them sign a contract. It's like, I consent to this before you get going.
Well, I mean, I think Shannon Sharp is just one of the hornier people that have ever graced Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Because a lot of his sex tapes leak. And like the way that man has sex is like,
He doesn't make love. He fucks.
yeah, like unironically, yes.
That's funny. Dude, I'm like racking my brain still trying to think of what I wanted to say about that. But
So, can we lead you in the right direction of an animal? Like
I mean, I don't think we'll
wasn't
get
like a
there. 'Cause
prairie
I don't even know if
dog
it was
or
an animal or not. It might have been. I thought of it today at work.
a fern or a.
No. I thought of it at work, but I can't remember what it was even.
You care if I keep riffing?
Yeah, keep going, dude.
Well, we genuinely live might be watching LeBron James's last basketball game here in about 10 minutes.
Really?
I mean, they're down 3-1. I don't think they'll win.
You think he's going to be done, though?
Might be.
He's not going to go out on top?
He's gonna.
The king?
But he got his season with Bronny, and genuinely Bronny, but they were on the court at the same time. He finally got that. I don't know what else he could chase at this point. Maybe another ring, but...
You want to hear my LeBron impression?
Uh-oh.
You get ready? Ah! That was a very good one.
Oh, I know what you're doing. Like that video where he like turns around.
Yeah, and he's like, I didn't do the scream right. I could tell. There we
That's not
go.
bad.
That was better. Yeah, it was closer, not quite there, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking about. I got it from the first half-assed effort.
Yeah.
You are my sunshine.
I mean,
my only sunshine.
when you talk about the GOAT, if you just strictly talk meme ability, who do we have? Do we have LeBron or do we have Jordan? Because you got the crying Jordan
meme
meme.
ability, I'd say you got to go for Bron, dude.
But that's in like maybe that might.
That's like
But think
recency
about
bias, perhaps.
Yeah. Crying Jordan is a
Crying Jordan's
was-
a-
It's
I
like
mean, you guys remember
he was
how
huge back in the
how
day.
big of a
it's
banger that
huge. But it's like so that one's very iconic. That one is very iconic. But LeBron's got so many good ones.
But here's the difference.
But so does
though.
MJ. He's got the
Is there another one?
from The Last Dance. I took that personally.
Oh,
yeah,
you're right.
Yeah. So that's a big one too.
God, this is a good debate. I think we stay here because
Yeah,
LeBron. Go ahead.
I feel like the LeBron one was like, or not LeBron, but the Crying Jordan, at least that was like back in the day, where like memes were more tame. And now you got the LeBron ones. They're just brain rot, dude. They're nothing.
I mean, this is the same comparison that they have in actual gameplay. Like, oh, they were more physical back in the day. Those memes, they banged a little bit more in the paint.
Back in the day, there was a little more nuance. Now it's just the most ridiculous thing that makes no. Like you're telling me the LeBron, "You Are My Sunshine" makes sense.
No,
There's no reasoning behind it.
I think another good one that we haven't brought up yet are the LeBron songs. Have you seen those? It's like killing in the name of, but it's like brawning in the name of.
No, I don't think
and
so.
they like have AI dub the lyrics
Maybe
to
I've
like
seen
be like
one.
LeBron.
I just don't remember. I like the one of him, like he was doing something, but they cut off like the bottom part. So it looks like he's just whacking his stuff.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Classic.
But it's like LeBron in the mirror, and it's like, I'm looking at LeBron in the
I
mirror.
can confidently say I've not heard that one.
Oh, they're so good. There's so many of them too. We'll let the fans decide. What do you guys like? The LeBron memes or the MJ memes?
Who's
more?
the GOAT of the memes?
Yeah, fuck basketball. Forget that.
I actually do not like basketball at all. I'll watch March Madness, and that's about it. I don't even watch NBA playoffs.
Yeah, I'm not in on it either. I just threw this on the TV because I'm on my mom's TV, so DirecTV, and for some reason her subscription doesn't have ESPN or ESPN2. So
No NHL.
Tell your mom to get her money up.
What do we got for games tonight? We got Kings?
Washington closed out the series against Montreal already. Florida was up 4-3. Now they're up 5-3, so they're going to close out the series against Tampa. And then Blues Jets is 1-1 as we record this.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think I hold true that NBA is the best sport to bet on by far. You get a lot of sample size. You get your starter. In baseball, it's hard because you're going to get 4 at bats, maybe 5. Whereas with like NBA, you're going to get 30 minutes, and that, in a perfect world. Then football, it's hard. Like, are they going to be running the ball? Like, you know what I mean? So I think NBA is good sample size, good game script. It's long, a little bit more predictable. So that's the only reason I watch NBA. But I agree, it's kind of boring otherwise.
Yeah, you've heard me on this podcast say I'm a big hockey homer, so we don't need to hash through that again. But
hash it.
Hash it.
Why do you like hockey, man? Come on. Why not?
It's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch.
It's physical. Dudes just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
And I think it's just the perfect mix, or at least the best mix that we have readily available to us of, physicality and skill. You need both to win. And so yeah, that's kind of a short answer.
Love
but
it.
The hockey playoffs, and there's always so much parity. I mean, last night I was watching Game 5 of New Jersey and Carolina, and New Jersey was up 3-0, and then after the first period, and everybody's like, "Oh, this one's over," and then 6 minutes into the second period, the game was tied.
Yeah,
So,
hockey's good that way.
Yeah,
Whole empty net idea.
yeah, you can come back quick. It's just physical.
I think genuinely, when it comes to comebacks, I think hockey might be the best for that, right?
Yeah, I mean, in terms of games and maybe not games, but in series, yes, because there have been 4 series that have been 3-0 that the other team has reverse swept in the history, and there's only one in any other sport.
Well, last year, right? Wasn't that? I mean, they didn't come back all the way, but it was 3-0, 3-3. And then,
Yeah. That was an instance where it could have happened if Edmonton would have won Game 7 of the Cup final.
Poor McDavid.
Yeah, well, you might have a chance this year. The LA Kings look terrible. Like they were playing good, and then they just they like sat back, like because they were up a couple goals, and they just kind of like sat back, and then
where are we at there?
3-2 Edmonton, going back to Edmonton for Game 6.
Yeah, that'll probably go the way.
The Korean harmonica ladies did not come through in Game 5. They showed up, but the luck
they
ran
did play.
out. They played. The Korean harmonica ladies are so funny. They were like coming out of like black Escalades. Like they pulled out all the stops like for the Korean.
Might as well, right?
For the Korean Senior Center ladies. It's like
that's awesome.
Like the first time I heard it, I was like, this doesn't sound like the national anthem for like the first like 5 or 10 seconds, and then it finally got going, and like the crowd sang along, and I finally like caught what was like. I think they figured out where they were at in the national anthem, and then they sang along. But this one for Game 5, like
pretty good.
It was good. I got it right away. I knew where we were from the beginning.
You know, I have a new least favorite player in the NBA.
Oh, who's that?
That fucking cornball Tyrese Halliburton. Did you see what his dad did to Giannis?
No.
Oh,
nothing. Did you see it?
I heard the rumblings about it. I don't think I actually sat down and watched it.
So Hallie's dad steps onto the court with a fucking towel, like a body towel, like what you'd use out of the shower, and it has Tyrese Halliburton's face on it. And if you don't know, the Pacers beat the Bucks 4-1 in the series, 5-game gentleman sweep, and Tyrese's dad holds up this fucking massive mural of Tyrese Halliburton in Giannis's face, and it's like, you couldn't do that to a more like humble superstar student of the game.
Giannis is awesome.
He's a great. And then in the post-game interview, he's like so gracious about it.
Yeah.
He's like, when I won my championship, he's like, this is fucking first round of the playoffs. When I won my championship, my mom didn't even know if she could come on the court. He's like, you're doing that? That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like,
that's crazy stuff.
So,
Yeah, I like Giannis. Like I said, like I'm in the same boat as Joe here, as where I don't watch a lot of NBA, but I was in Milwaukee when the Bucks won their championship in, was that 21?
That was 21. Yeah.
So that was fun. I was at a sports bar, and everybody was going nuts. And
may have been 22.
No, it was 21. I wasn't there.
21.
Yeah, it was 21. Yeah, it was sick. Everybody's going nuts. Free beer from the bartenders, and
nice.
Yeah, it's electric. To be in a city like when they win a championship is awesome. Have you guys ever experienced that?
Never have.
No, I lived in Michigan. I guess we had the national championship for U of M, but that's like college, so it's not. You got other schools there, so it's like a divided state. So
Wow,
everyone's kind of going for one team.
Red Wings were good there for a sec, but
they were. I was too young to be going out to bars though when they were good.
Sure. Tigers in 2013.
I have actually was it 2013? Yeah, the 2013 season, right? The 2014 World Series.
Yeah, but they obviously
I had a World Series hat that
Yeah.
year. I bought one.
Yeah,
I wish I still had it. I think it was sweet.
they were good that year. They obviously didn't win, but
Yeah.
they were. That was a really fucking good team.
We missed Cabrera.
Cabrera, Vmart. I mean, obviously their pitching staff.
Yeah.
Scherzer, Verlander,
Verlander was
Price. That's
crazy.
ridiculous.
That's nuts.
You had, I think Castellanos was on the team at that time, right? Had Jose Iglesias at shortstop. What a team, dude. I mean, they just had it everywhere. Had hitting, had pitching.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy they didn't win.
Yeah.
But that's baseball. I mean, you get random teams winning the World Series. Like this year was different. Like Yankees, Dodgers, that's typical. But like Rangers, Diamondbacks, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that was a wild one.
Who did Houston play the other year?
the most recent one was the Phillies.
Okay, that's the one. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
They also had the Dodgers, obviously, and then they had one more. Maybe it was Dodgers again. Am I tripping?
I don't know.
I feel
I
like
have no idea.
fraud.
I was thinking the Phillies one though.
The one I remember.
Nationals.
Oh yeah.
Nationals, not
The one
Dodgers
I remember
again.
a bit, and this might have been 10 years ago now, was like the last Giants one, because it didn't seem like they were that good. Obviously they had won 2 World Series in the past 3 years, but the last one they just didn't seem as good. And then the Royals ended up there somehow.
That
from the
was
wild card
crazy.
game. I'm still mad about that wild card game.
My buddy thrifted a Royals Alex Gordon powder blue jersey this weekend.
nice.
Very nice.
Oh, dude! So they got the lines. A bunch of their players got new numbers. So I had my number 26 jersey Sorry. Why is his name escaping me?
Gibbs got rebranded.
Yeah.
He's 0 now.
What?
Yeah. And I bought the black jersey for the 0.
Nice.
So I got 2 of the Gibbs jerseys. So I was like, now that the 26 is a collector's item.
You're starting to look like a fucking real one out there.
Yeah.
Dude, I am.
You got the old, yeah.
I like Gibbs a lot. I also bought a Red Wings jersey. I don't even know who. I just wanted one.
Nice.
It was like, you got the Sharks one that I like, the white one. It's kind of like that, but
Oh, like the
like-
retro one?
yeah,
Is he
it's
on
like
the
that.
current roster?
Yeah, 93. I don't remember. Like I said, I don't really keep up with the Red Wings, but I really wanted
Who's
a
their
Red Wings
guy?
jersey.
The only 93 I remember
Is it
was-
Larkin? Larkin's their guy?
Yeah, but I don't think that's Larkin. 93 is coming to mind as Johan Franzen, but that was a long time ago.
You want to be a real fucking guy? Get a Pavel Datsuk jersey. That would
Yeah.
be
I do like
fucking-
that too.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah.
sick.
Let's see.
You know, that's
DeBrincat?
Alex,
like I said,
Alex DeBrincat. That'd be a good jersey. I like that, Joe. That'd be sick.
Get a Patty Kane Red Wings
Oh
jersey.
my God.
Well, I think, did we our very first episode? Did we say Datsuk was like a good jersey name?
Oh,
I don't remember.
probably.
I think
yeah.
I said
Yeah.
I
in the
definitely said
jersey draft
Yzerman.
or in the name draft.
I definitely
Yeah.
said Steve Yzerman was like a good jersey name.
Yeah.
But Datsuk is definitely a
Yeah,
great
he's-
jersey name.
He's still the GM.
And then that's what I was gonna say. That's why Yankees jerseys are nice. Oh, I buy 22 because Juan Soto and he goes to the Mets. Great, new Ben Rice jersey. They don't have last names
Yeah,
on them.
no,
Yeah.
Yeah, I might be stuck into getting another Sharks jersey because
Really?
the depending on the results, next Monday is the NHL draft lottery. The Sharks have the best odds once again.
What are they at? 17%.
No, it's 25.5.
That's not bad.
to get the number one pick.
Who would it be?
Probably Matthew Schaefer.
That's right.
Yeah. Just because, that would be sick because he's not like a Celebrini Bedard type player, like not to that caliber, but the Sharks need help on defense.
You know-
and he would really fill out the roster.
Where I was going with that, speaking of defensemen, maybe this shows I'm a fraud, but I didn't know Cale Makar was like a nobody before he got into the league.
I mean, he was a top 10 pick at least.
But like I heard McKinnon talking about it. He's like, why are we drafting this guy? Like, what are we doing? What was he in the JHL?
No, he was in. He was in the NCAA.
I don't think so, dude. I really don't. We'll have to fact check this. Give her a
All right.
That's what the internet's for. That's why we have phones.
stay posted.
So I was looking, Lions, Terrion Arnold's number 0 now, he's 6. J-Mo is
Mhm.
number 9 now, he's number 1.
That's much better.
Tim Patrick, I don't remember what number he was, but he's
17.
he's number 12 now. Muhammad's 96.
I don't like 12 for wide receivers. I don't at all.
Well, that's
It's a QB number.
Yeah, he was at UMass.
Tim Patrick.
Did he played in the JHL at some point?
AJHL, but I mean he was like 16 years old.
Maybe I wasn't a fake fan because I don't know. I was watching this McKinnon interview and he was like, "Why are we drafting this guy?" And then anyway, you just see McCarr be the best defenseman in the league.
Yeah, no, he was in the AJHL, which I don't really know what that is. But yeah, he was the 4th overall pick. I
Oh,
mean,
all right. Well, disregard what I was saying. I was a real fan. God damn it.
he won two chippers, I guess, in the AJHL, according to HockeyDB.com.
God, I'm going to be really sad if this is LeBron's last game, but I'll be happy I got to watch it. I guess I don't know.
Yeah. I want to go back to like the hockey real quick, like
Yeah.
watching that. So I don't know if this is like a hot take or a common opinion. I like to watch hockey on TV, but watching it in person, I think it's the best sport. But then here's the thing, football, I love watching it on TV. It's awesome watching it on TV. I go to one in real life and it's like, this is fun.
I think
But like, I think I'd enjoy being at a hockey game more than a football game.
100%.
Yep. I don't think there's any argument there.
Yeah, but like I said, football on TV, I think that's better than hockey on TV. That's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
All right.
I really have a theory that your favorite sport to watch on TV is inverse how you would watch it in person. Like, I think most people don't want to watch a baseball game on TV, but love to go in person.
Oh yeah.
And I think most people love to watch football, but it's really not great in person. Like, and hockey, I mean, in our case, we'd love to watch it on TV and love to watch it in person, but it's certainly better in person.
Yeah.
I feel like basketball for me, I don't like watching it on TV. I don't think I'd enjoy it in person. I'd like it more, obviously, because it's like, a different environment being there, but I don't think I would like it.
I think basketball.
Yeah, basketball is fine. I've been to one Warriors game.
How was that? What year? Like Was Curry on the team?
Yes, it was like 16 or 17.
Oh, so you got to watch like a really good Warriors team. I bet they thumped whoever they played.
No, it was close. It was actually sick. It was after we were done recording. I like saved highlights like on YouTube, but like it was like a shootout between like Steph Curry and like Omri Caspi from the Sacramento Kings.
Nice.
And it was like they were just going like 3 for 3, like back and forth, like up to the end of the first half. It was so sick.
Nice.
But yeah, basketball is pretty fun to watch in person. I think basketball's a little bit better to watch in person than on TV. Well, I don't watch it. I guess I don't watch it on TV.
See, I got like the perfect, a Punnett square, I guess. I don't know the right word to put it for the sports, where I got like, the watch in real life, watch on TV, enjoy, and then enjoy one, don't enjoy the other, don't enjoy both.
Yeah.
So
I guess it would be a Punnett square, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I can think of.
Yeah. Golf's kind of hard to watch in person.
Well, I'm talking about Big Four.
I know, but
golf in person.
Golf in person's kind of hard to watch.
Because you
get one hole, right?
I mean, do you get one hole or can you like follow a player?
Yeah, you can follow a player.
Can you?
I mean,
Like at the Masters, could you?
Yeah, I mean, it's harder because there's so many people. But
fair.
I mean, I've been to like three pro tournaments. Well, I guess one was a senior tour event, but there was like not too many people there. But like the 2 pro tournaments I went to, yeah, you can like follow along. Like at one of them, I just like follow. Actually, both of them, I just like followed Jordan Spieth around for 9 holes both times, and then he shot like 40, 41. I was like, I'm not watching this guy anymore. I can do better than this. That's
exactly what I was going to ask. What? You're golf minded, and you've watched him a lot more than I have. Spieth was my favorite. What actually happened to him? Because he was in 2015. That he was the best golfer in the world.
Yeah, I still think that 2016 Masters is like kind of set him back a ways.
The one where he was up 5 strokes or whatever it was.
And then just blew up.
Yeah,
and fucking Danny Willett won.
Yeah, that's wild.
But yeah, that probably hurt him a little bit, and then he's just kind of lost it. He hasn't really he's won a few times here and there, but no majors. I don't really know. Like a bunch of my buddies from college were all like Spieth guys. We're like, come on.
How could you not be? He was enchanting.
Yeah. But
loved Spieth, man.
Yeah. I still remember that British Open that he won where he was just like 8 miles right and just like hitting out of the shit, and he like puts it on the green or something like that. I don't remember what hole it was, but it was like close to the end. I was like, oh my God, I love this guy.
You think his collapse is the worst in our lifetime?
No. Oh, the Masters?
Yeah. What was he, 7 under, and then the other guy was 2 under?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or he might have been 9 under.
Yeah, it was like it was a hefty lead. I don't remember exactly what it was. Yeah, I mean,
Rory's at the Open is bad. But it's nowhere near that.
It's not as bad. Cam Young kind of chased him down, and Rory didn't really do anything. Rory just made a zillion pars.
A zillion. A million.
I don't know. There's always the one you talk about, Greg Norman, but that was before our lifetimes. That Masters was.
Yeah, apparently that's really bad. Because I looked up a list, and
that one was bad.
Only one I knew was Spieth.
Yeah. So yeah, probably of our lifetime. I mean. Sometimes it just sneaks through because, you think of, this guy won and not somebody else lost it. So, if somebody did. Francesco Molinari. Molinari kind of lost it.
I don't know this one.
2019, Tigers.
Oh, you're right.
He dumped it in the water.
Is that, I didn't know that was who Tiger beat out.
Yeah, well, that's because he was like gone from the leaderboard like by the time 18 came around.
You want to know a sick story about Tiger's Masters? I watched it on TPC Scottsdale.
Oh, really?
Like the waste management course.
Yeah.
I was there at the clubhouse watching it.
I've been waiting to ask, what's the hole for waste management where everyone just hangs out?
16. And I've played it twice. It's a little bit less charming without the stadium seating. It just looks like a really nice par 3.
Yeah.
But I parred it and I bogeyed it. So
nice.
I would have gotten a nice round of applause, probably. No birdies, no aces. Lead us off, Carson.
Wait, I got one more question real quick. So you're going to have to correct me if I'm wrong, but Tiger, he was very, very good. Then he kind of fell off and then he came back. Is that Am I wrong in saying that?
No, you're right. I mean,
So what changed for him when he started to come back? Do you?
I think he
Do you
just
have
got
any
healthy.
insight?
I mean,
Okay.
because it was like he was like dominant from pretty much like 97 to like 08. 08 was that U.S. Open against Rocco.
When did he have his DUI?
Oh my God, have
What do
you
you mean?
seen that video?
Oh yeah,
which
it's
one?
crazy.
Which
The one that's like
the
the
Morrison
popular
one?
one.
Can you
Popular-
the one with the
can
one.
you say the alphabet in like reverse order? And he goes, "Yeah, you want me to sing the national anthem?"
Was it his wife or someone else?
Yeah.
Or no, it was Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers.
No, his wife.
Which one?
I think Aaron Rodgers got like his wife got like a DUI.
Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge, yes. Sorry.
She's like, "Do you know who I am? I'm Aaron Judge's wife." He's like, "I don't give a fuck,
Yeah.
dude."
Yeah, yeah, but Tiger, I think, and then he like got hurt. He had like the knee injury, like back injury. He got the divorce.
Brother was going through it.
Yeah.
He was. He really
And
was.
then finally started coming back. Like he had won like a few times, but nothing big. And then he like won the Tour Championship in 2018, but he didn't win the FedEx Cup, but he won the Tour Championship, and then he won the Masters in 2019, and he still he owns the record, and it's still going for the most consecutive made cuts in a Masters. Because he made the
Hell
cut,
yeah.
I think, last year. Yeah. This year he had to tore his Achilles. But, yeah.
This might be LeBron's last game. It's 9:21 right now.
Oh.
Anthony Edwards is playing on a mission right now. It's kind of fucking
Yeah.
That's tough. I hope it's not his last. I've heard the mutterings, and that's a fucking and one. Hello.
I don't know. It seems kind of like surreal. Like it feels like he'll just play forever.
Right? But I don't know, dude.
That's how it feels about like all the like guys that you love. I feel
Yeah.
like. Well, I don't really love LeBron. I don't really care for him either way.
Yeah.
But one of the goats of the game, you feel like they're just never gonna quit.
Yeah.
For me, the three weirdest ones.
Unless you're Michael Jordan, you don't want to play baseball.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know my goat didn't quit to go play AAA. That's all I gotta say. The hardest ones for me were number one was Aaron Rodgers. Like, I know he's not retired, but he basically is.
I was gonna say, when do you think he's gonna be done? He's got to be.
He should
soon.
just hang it up.
He should.
Like
He should have hung it up 2 years ago.
he should have retired as a Packer.
Yeah.
Like, no question about it. And then Dwayne Wade, that one kind of hurt me because I like grew up with Dwayne Wade. And then the other one was Miguel Cabrera. It was weird to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was. I mean, like I said, I wasn't really into baseball. I used to be, like when we were younger, we'd go all the time watch. So like I grew up watching him play, and then when he quit, I wasn't really into baseball, but it was still like, damn, that sucks.
It's just weird, like, because like that, we're talking about that 2013 or 14 season, like you'd watch Miguel and he hit 348 or something like that. It's like when he stepped up to the plate, you knew the motherfucker was going to rip a double or whatever. And then you watch him in his last year and it's like, wow, like it's weird, man. That guy's not Miguel Cabrera. That's some old fuck. Like
He was always like really slow.
yeah, but Big Papi was weird. Mariano Rivera was hard.
Bartolo Colon.
Yeah, I mean, come on, legends of the game, dude.
I love that guy. I love Bartolo Colon.
How could you not?
Another great
Just
name,
an
dude.
absolute
Put him up
unit.
Oh,
there.
you're right. That is a good one.
Absolute unit.
Hell yeah, dude. Barry Bonds. Talk about units.
Barry bail bonds. Barry's bail bonds.
Dude, I like.
How did he not capitalize on that?
I don't know. I always knew he was on like steroids or whatever, but like I never really knew what he looked like. And I saw a photo of him the other day, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Look him up when he was on the Pirates and compare it.
Is that when he was tiny?
Yeah, just completely clean. I mean, his head.
I'll do it right now.
Do it right now. Do a comparison of Pirates Barry Bonds. Like he looks like just like this ball player, and then Giants Barry Bonds looks like he's Shrek.
Dude, his biceps are ginormous. Oh my god, he's so skinny in this one. Well, that's Miami. There we go.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Isn't that fucking disturbing almost?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Let me see.
How long between like him being skinny?
That looks like,
that?
04 Bonds, and that probably was like 10 year, probably a 10-year difference right there.
But I'm saying like how long between him looking like this and him just getting like how fast did he blow
I think there's
up?
some rumor that his hat size in one offseason grew like 3 inches. Or something fucking bizarre like that.
And how long did it take for them to be like, all right, something's happening?
But I think I think
yeah,
okay,
like, look at the head's difference.
Isn't that fucking wild, dude?
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't that fucking nuts? Yeah, I don't know what the exact stat is. There's so many good Barry Bonds stats.
I like the mustache. It's
Like,
kinda sick.
yeah, it is sick. I think there's some stat that was like in 2000, like 2001 to 2004 is the best baseball player ever. We'll never see someone that good ever again. But there's some stat that said like in 2004, he had 394 at bats and he got on base 396 times.
Damn.
Isn't that fucking absurd?
That's crazy.
And then he's been intentionally walked more times than like 9 entire franchises.
Dude, I wish I had been able to bet on him back then.
No shit. Right? I bet some of his games, like home runs, were minuses. If they he hit, what was it, 70 fucking
Pre or post
3?
steroids.
You know, that's the thing that really bothers me is pre-steroids, the dude was still knocking it. Like he sees and hits the ball better than anybody ever. But with the steroids, you get pop-ups that travel out more than.
Yeah.
So you can subtract like 15 home runs, 20 home runs from his career with that. But it sucks because if he stays clean, he's probably still the best baseball player ever. But now it's like there's an asterisk. It's like, okay, I'd probably lean Mike Trout. Okay, I'd probably lean Albert Pujols. Okay, you know, like, right?
It's the Lance Armstrong conundrum.
It kind of, yeah, it really is. Like, you know, and I'm going to put it out there. Little Tom Brady, cheater. Astros cheating.
Dude, same with my personal GOAT, Michael Phelps. He shouldn't have been smoking that weed, that performance enhancing weed.
Yeah, that I when I learned that he smoked weed, I actually beat my brother with a baseball bat. I was so mad.
Dude, fuck that guy.
Yeah,
Can't believe he did that to me.
Really upset me, actually.
Biggest betrayal of a hero ever.
the only difference between those guys and Lance Armstrong is they have both their balls
Hey.
still.
Do you know, there's a thing where if you get one ball removed, you just juice up the other one and split it in half. I've heard.
No way.
From who?
A guy that had that happen to him.
One of my good friends in high school, his grandpa was only born with one.
Did they juice him up and split it in two?
No, but he was juicing apparently, like
I see.
with only one. He was
He was still
I was
coming?
gonna
oh
say,
my-
I was gonna say,
insane amounts.
He was coming a lot?
like a lot.
I was gonna say if he's somebody's grandpa, I mean, he's
Dude.
his seed's got to be working.
So
he was sowed his wild.
hold on,
oats.
let's focus. He was coming like a lot?
He was coming a lot, dude.
Good.
Like fat loads.
Fat load, like big and long
like bigger
loads?
than the dude with two would normally.
Carson, lead us off.
Greetings and welcome to episode 11 of the Mick Mac Joe podcast. Mick, Joe, how we doing?
We're doing really good. I can't seem to keep myself off the injury list lately.
Oh no.
Just different, really stupid things. I'm getting sick. I'm beating up both my hands at baseball. I'm injuring my shoulder in the gym. So physically, I'm in we'll call it rock bottom. Mentally, we're doing great though. We're traveling the world. We're meeting a lot of people, having fun. And I guess there's not much more to it than that.
Nice. I'm doing all right. I wish my golf game was better right now. We went golfing again today. And, Carson did make a good point to me, and I can agree with him. I think every time we've gone, my scorecard has gotten worse, but like the hitting is honestly doing like better.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I don't know why, but like when we first started out, every single drive was just sliced so far to the right. And like, I don't know, because I feel like I was hitting it exactly the same as I would before when it was going pretty straight. But, we figured some things out. We're hitting straighter. It's going better.
Good.
The green side chipping is, I get two in my head and I just tap it and it doesn't go anywhere. So
Yeah.
I need to work on that. And then irons, they're not doing the best right now. They're going right too. I can't really figure those ones out as much. I tried switching some things up, but it's just not going good. And then I'm getting the whiff hits. But what's crazy is my woods, I used to like do terrible with those. I didn't even practice. And all of a sudden this year, I'm like, every time I hit it, it's like going about as far as it should.
Yeah, you're in the woods really well.
Yeah, there's a little bit of slicing going on, not as bad as the driving with the woods, but if I can straighten that out, dude, oh my God, that's going to change my game because I've never been able to hit them before, ever. So that'll be cool. One more thing before we get to you, how you're doing, Carson. I was kind of hoping we'd we were 32 minutes in when we did this. I was kind of hoping we'd wait and just do it right before the Mick pick 3.
Oh, that would have been so good. That would have been so good.
But no, yeah, that's how I'm doing. How about you, Carson? What's up with you?
I'm doing all right. Just staying busy, playing a bunch of golf. Played in a golf tournament last weekend. Got another one coming up this weekend.
How did that go?
It was good. I got third.
Congratulations.
Won a little money. Didn't have my best stuff. I just made a lot. It was a one-man scramble, so it's like you get
2 shots.
You get 2 shots at everything except for tee shots. If you hit a second tee shot, you have to take it. But all other shots you get 2 at, and I just had a lot of like tap in pars. So just like birdie putts that just didn't quite fall. I shot 64.
Oh shit.
And then a guy shot 63 and a guy shot 62. So
let me ask, were you taking 2 shots every time, or were you like, oh, that's going to tire me the fuck out?
No, I always took 2 shots.
Always took 2, okay.
Yeah. So I was pretty tired come the afternoon because I also played with Joe and 2 Point Joe in the afterwards. So it was like I played 54 holes that day.
Basically,
almost.
Damn straight, yeah.
So I was getting a little tired, but but it was good. It was fun. And then got one this weekend, just a little hit and giggle scramble. So
where
at? Here in town.
Nice.
So
hopefully the weather holds up. Should be nice, I think.
Yeah, should be all right.
Yeah.
I don't know. A golf game is like I played all right last weekend. I've kind of lost it a little bit. I don't know what's going on. I just got to figure out. My swing feels weird. I don't know. It's just it's one of those. That's how golf is. It comes and goes in waves.
Yeah, it's funny. I was telling Cart, I had like a really bad, like 3 in a row where I was like, I know what I'm doing. I'm standing up when I hit it, and it's like I'm like it's hitting the top of the ball.
Yeah.
And I said to Carson, I was like, well, I know what I'm doing wrong, but I keep doing it. And he said, welcome to golf. I was like, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah. Well, it's funny you say that because today at baseball practice, it really is kind of a beautiful thing once you tell someone you're teaching something and they start to realize it, right? Like, cause I can tell you, hey, like you said, you're on top of the ball, but this kid I've got, and this kid's going to go play college ball. He's 15. He's bigger than I am. And he hits the ball super hard. He's a great player. And he realized that, in baseball, you don't want to drop your hands. You want to go, straight to the ball, whatever. And he swings under like 3 of in a row off of a pitching machine, which shouldn't happen because it's a pitching machine. It's going in the same place every time.
Yeah.
And he goes out loud. He goes, hey, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to swing slow. I'm going to get to the ball and I'm going to hit it. And I'm going to basically go slow through this one. So don't think this is a real swing. Does it, gets on top of it, swings the next one. It's a home run. And I'm like, hey, that's fucking awesome. I don't know. As a coach, that's all you can really ask for, right?
Yeah. I say every year, I'm going to slow down my swing and just like get the fundamentals, get the feeling. And then like halfway through the round, I'm just like swinging out of my shoes. Like I had one where I was swinging out of my shoes, ball went like 5 feet. I'm like, okay, slowed it down and it fucking went forever. And like, I think my last tee shot was my best shot of the day. And like, I just told myself I'm going to slow down. And like, when you're not slicing, you're going further, even if you're swinging slower. So it's like, I just need to remember that and quit trying to kill the ball and just get it down there.
What was his name? Freddie Couples?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that guy's
buttery.
He doesn't swing a goddamn ounce through his body, and he just smokes it, dude.
Yeah.
We
got to get some golf content going. We haven't actually, the three of us haven't even actually played a round of golf together. Cause
I take a little bit of blame for that.
A little.
Are you going to be here next weekend or not?
Well, this weekend I'll be in DC.
Yeah.
I leave tomorrow.
I'm talking next weekend.
Next weekend.
Is that a maybe?
I may be in LA.
Yeah, but I'm going to be out of town.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you are.
On Mother's Day?
Yeah.
Shit.
The weekend after that, I will be in southern Utah.
Oh, man.
Dude, you gotta
chill out.
You gotta quit baseball practice.
Yeah.
You gotta skip a night.
No, I think the head coach is gonna fucking kill me. I went up to him and I go, hey, I gotta, and he goes, if you tell me you're leaving again, I'm gonna kill you. And I was like, well, I'll be in DC on Thursday. He's like, you'll be here for the game. I'm like, yes.
I don't want to dox anyone. What's like the first letter of the head coach's name?
It is I think a K. It might be
okay, I know him then.
How do you know him?
Because he used to work at the plant I work at. And he's part of the fire department. He used to be, and now he's quit for like a year or two. Now he's rejoining.
KM?
Was that like initials?
No, yeah, last name is
I don't know his last name.
Okay.
Next letter is an E though.
Oh, no.
No?
Uh-uh.
All right. Well, maybe I don't know him then. We'll talk after.
Yeah, we will. But okay, so I don't know why I thought of this, but I want both answers.
Okay.
How many strokes? No.
What? Pause.
This is a family-friendly podcast,
Come on.
motherfucker.
No, hold on. How many strokes, good or bad? I want both, good and bad.
Okay.
Would it take for you to realize that you've either been magically cursed or magically blessed in your golf game? So for me, I think if I got like 20 strokes better, I would realize like, oh, this wasn't training. I've been magically hexed to be a better. Or if I'm like all of a sudden shooting like a 140 every time.
Yeah, if I broke 100 2 games in a row, that's how I know. And we're talking about just 9 holes now. If I got worse, dude, it would have to like be like at least 5 games of doing like 10 strokes worse than I am now to be like, all right, something's happening.
Really? You know, I think if I got 10 strokes worse, I'd just be like, fuck, I'm off.
Yeah, but that's why I said like 5 games in a row.
I think if I went 5 rounds.
All right, 10 rounds.
I think it would be like 7 rounds.
All right,
I
give
need
me 15
more.
strokes, 10 rounds.
Yeah, that would be weird.
Yeah, I need more rounds just to know.
If I do really bad, I'm like, oh, well, that's just a Joe day.
Yeah. I need more rounds to know on the bad side.
Yeah.
Like I would say,
Yeah.
like for me to.
Well, your good game's already so low. It's like,
Yeah, so I need like, because like I feel like I can, like I've been shooting pretty good and it hasn't felt like, it's kind of felt a little fluky. Like like I haven't really had my stuff. And then now it's getting worse. So now it's like, and now the scores are kind of like showing that for me. But I think I'd have to like, man, almost like 10 shot, probably like
10?
8 shots better.
So
To see,
you,
like-
what's your
8 under par?
What's your current
Yeah.
handicap?
But it's a plus 0.1.
Oh, you got
Yeah, so
So
10
if you were
under.
if you were at a +8
What?
tomorrow, you become a +8.
Yeah.
You think you'd be like, fuck, I'm on, or you'd
Yeah. Because I mean,
you
I've
think
had
you'd think no curse, no hex, whatever you want to call it, no,
no
magic.
blessing.
What's
or
your
whatever.
best round just of golf? Like no scramble or anything?
6 under 66.
Nice.
And that's the course. That's at the course where I'm playing the U.S. Mid-Am qualifier this year. So
Nice.
here's hoping that.
So if you
I can bring that
continually
back.
shot a 66, you'd be like, that's just me. That's how good I am.
I mean, that's what I like think I could do.
How
Like,
many- how
in my
many-
head, I don't like in practicality. It's golf, so it's
Have
not
you
gonna
only done a 66 once, or have you done it multiple times?
happen. Just once.
Okay, and
That's
how many
my-
times have you done like 67, 68?
I have a 67, but that was that. So I had the 66 was last year. The 67 was when I was like 17. So it took a while in between.
Get back to
And then honestly, I've had like a bunch of like 70s and stuff, but
I've probably been with you when you've golfed to 70. to be
Yeah,
honest.
I was with him. I think you golfed a 69 when I was with you one
yeah,
time.
that was just
Like
was
this
a few
year?
weeks ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got 169 this year.
Nice.
I had two.
Good for you, man.
I had 2 a couple years ago.
Who's the lucky lady
Yeah.
or guy? I'm an ally.
Well,
No.
it kind of sucks because the course I always play at, the par there is a 71.
Yeah.
It's not 72.
Yeah, I've shot 69 there only once. And that's like a relatively easy course as long as the wind's not whipping.
So that wind, if like today it calmed down by the end, but like the
Yeah.
first half, and every time we've gone this
Yeah.
year, it's just been ripping.
Spring is just brutal.
Do you know that there is, I don't know what to even call it, a story, but Kim Jong-un told the North Korean people
He shot a 1.
he shot an 18.
Oh yeah.
You've heard that?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah, I've also heard he doesn't have a butthole, so I don't know if I believe this guy.
That's from the interview.
It is. I don't know if that's
Oh.
like something that's
No, I
actually
think this
said or
is a
not, though.
real thing where he told
I believe
people
it.
on a like,
No, I believe that. I'm talking about the
what's like an
butthole.
average golf course distance?
Like 6,500 yards.
Yeah, he said it was like 13,000 or something like that, and he had an 18.
Jesus Christ.
I believe
mean,
him. I
I'd
honestly
do it.
believe it.
I've seen it once before, so I
Who
believe
did
he-
it?
I don't know. No one. Well, I saw the thing. It was like if you that one rule. It's like, oh, if you accidentally hit the ball you know, like when you're just like teeing up or whatever, it doesn't count. Dude just like kept looking away and accidentally hitting it. He's like, dude, I scored a 0 through everything.
The new thing is Kim Jong-un scored a 0.
He scored a 17 on 18 holes.
Yeah. We got any drafts or?
Carson said he'd come up with one when we were golfing. I
Yeah.
don't know if he did or not.
Yeah, I got something. I kind of have to segue into it though.
We've been draftless for 2 weeks now.
Really? Was it
We didn't
2
do
weeks?
it 2. Yeah, we didn't do drafts the last 2. Well, I guess more than 2 weeks, but the last 2 episodes.
Oh, wow. Well, here,
draftless.
yeah. Well, here coming up, this upcoming Monday, folks. It's Cinco de Mayo.
Jesus. Wow, it is.
It's May. It's going to be May tomorrow.
Woo!
I'm not going to do that Justin Timberlake song or NSYNC song.
What song?
It's going to be May.
Oh,
Nice. I
Wait,
get it.
hold on. I
It's
got one
gonna
for
be
you.
May.
I
then
got
there's
one
all
for you. The May. Have you seen the Maytag one?
Oh, maybe.
It's just a
It rings
picture
a
of like the
bell.
Maytag guy. I've already sent it to our
Yeah.
group chat. It's just a picture of the Maytag guy and it says it's going to be May.
Yeah.
I got to send that tonight.
Yeah.
Do you guys rock with mayflies or no?
No, dude,
No.
fuck Mayflies.
No, I do not rock with mayflies.
They're kind of cool looking.
What?
They're
Yeah.
cool looking, but they're not cool to be around.
No.
Why? What's
They're annoying as hell.
Yeah, they're just there. I mean, yeah, they're just chilling, but I
right?
mean,
Like what? They don't fucking bite. Incredible.
yeah, it's I don't know. I'm just not. They're big. They're kind of big
They
for
are.
me.
They are. Well,
Yeah.
hey, you know the big ones scare me. So
That's
Dude,
right.
so when I was in college, we used to do a lot of disc golf, and there's this one course, and I'd never played it in the summer, but apparently it's like everyone's like, you better wear pants when you go play that there in the summer. There's these black flies, and they'll eat you up. I was like, whatever. Went in shorts, dude. I got destroyed by them.
Oh.
My legs were bleeding,
Oh,
like
my God.
just blood running down my legs, and I've never had like. I've seen people get mosquito bites and they swell up. You know, I've never had a bug bite do that. Dude, all over, just everything was
Really?
so swollen. I took like 3 oatmeal baths in 2 days because it itched so much. I was just like pressing on them constantly to try with my fingernails just to like try to get them to stop itching for a little bit. It hurt so fucking
who was biting
bad.
you like that?
These like little black flies up in the UP of Michigan.
Our local golf course gets terrible mosquitoes down by the river.
Yeah.
It's harsh.
I might go through a whole can of bug spray this year.
Baseball field's the same way down by the river.
Dude, I don't know. You probably, yeah, I guess you haven't seen it. This guy, you know, he's always lathering sunscreen on when we play.
Oh,
Well, he is like going through a whole bottle of sunscreen, and
Who?
this guy,
Me.
Oh, yeah.
Carson, and his elbows were just beat red.
I missed.
Both of his like right here on it, where his like tricep is on the bottom part of it, just completely red. You know, it was
Yeah.
so funny.
It
Everything
was
else was fine.
So we went to a day club in Vegas,
Snafu.
and same thing, got beat red, all of us, because we're fucking shirtless in a pool. No one's gonna put sunscreen on at a day club. You'll get shot for something like that. And we got back and took a nap, and everyone was like shivering. It was some of the worst burns I've ever seen. Yeah. So it's that time
That
of
was
year.
funny. When I
boys.
burned my back, I didn't really like get cold. But most of the times when I get a bad sunburn, I do get like a little shivery.
Dude, so cold. I get so cold.
I had a really bad sunburn a couple years ago. I was like floating the river with some friends, and like it was raining that day, and I still got the worst sunburn of my life. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
What?
Yeah, it was like raining.
How do you get burnt in overcast?
That's overcast. It happens for
Yeah,
sure.
I was gonna say I was in Florida and it was cloudy, like dark clouds. And I was like, I don't need sunscreen or anything. Wake up with like a pretty bad sunburn the next day. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then I played in a golf tournament that weekend, and like the only way I could like manage to even like swing at all was to be hopped up on extra strength Tylenol and spiked Arnold Palmers.
Hell yeah, dude. I don't know. But do you guys? This is a hard. Well, I guess let's segue back. I don't want to take a hard segue away when we're already segueing into the draft. So go ahead.
No, keep going. Just let it rip.
Okay, well this is
we
like
can-
this
we
is
can-
a
we can-
hard.
We can
like-
circle back.
We'll
All
boomerang.
right. Do you guys ever like listen to a song
Yes,
And-
all the time. I
and
love
you're-
music.
and you're
Every
like,
once in a while.
man, this song like you used to listen to it. Okay, let me do this. Let me switch up a little. You ever listen to a song that you
Yes.
used to listen to all the time and it makes a renaissance in your life?
Yeah.
And
Sure.
like you can't stop listening to it though.
Mhm.
That's me right now
With?
little Bob Dylan.
Interesting.
Okay.
Did you see the movie?
I did. I used to listen to Lil Bob Dylan back in the day, and then I guess I wasn't like a super fan, but I liked some of his songs. But dude, I watched the movie, and I think at least minimum 5 times a day I'll listen to Like a Rolling Stone.
Nice.
I don't know.
man.
I'll like listen to it, and I'll listen to it again.
What
again,
vibe do you
again.
get? What feelings does that provoke?
So happy. I don't
Good.
know why. It's
That's
just
great.
like it's just a fun. Like the music's fun, and like the lyrics are like. I don't know. I guess when I never understood what the lyrics were like meaning back in the day, but now I've like been singing along and I can sing the whole thing now. And I'm like, dude, this is a good little story.
Yeah,
like
no,
this.
100%, man.
But no, that's where I'm at right now.
I mean, I did that with the Chili Peppers my summer going into junior year of college. An event had happened in my life, and I listened to the album By the Way
Oh my god,
almost
So
on
good.
repeat. And, you know, there's songs from that, like I Could Die For You. You know, I can't really even listen to them anymore because they remind me so harshly of that moment in my life, you know?
Yeah, I got you.
So it's interesting. It's so sick how music can do that, I think, honestly, like provoke that emotion.
Yeah,
Good and bad. Like yours was good, mine was bad. But like there are, like the song Fortune Faded for me provokes so much good emotion from like when I met you and we started getting close. Like that's all I can think of when I listen to that is like June
dude,
of 24.
that's such a great song.
You know? Like, hell yeah, that's when the boys got close. So
Dude, another one I really like been listening to that I used to listen to a lot is Knocking on Heaven's Door. That's a good one.
Nice.
And I
Guns N'
just
Roses version or Bob Dylan?
No, Bob Dylan, dude.
Nice.
I used to really like the Guns N' Roses version, but the Bob Dylan one, dude, I don't know, it does something different for me now.
Right on.
Now that I'm older and more relaxed. But
tired out in your old age.
yeah, I guess I didn't realize it back then, but I guess that song was like part of an album, and like the album was like the soundtrack for a movie. So now I kind of like want to watch the movie to see like.
Do you know what movie it is?
It's the movie's the same name as the album. I could pull it up real quick. But you know, it's give me 1 second. I already got it like loaded up, ready to go in here. You know,
Bless me.
Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. So
Western.
it was like a '70s movie.
little Western movie?
I think I don't know if it's Western, but I think it took place in Mexico. I don't know for
Okay.
sure, but it's like like Western vibes. All right,
Cool.
let's get back, boomerang this back.
Boomerang it back. I see it coming back.
It's in Mexico. Mexico, Cinco de Mayo. All right, we're here.
Yeah, there we go.
It did. It just landed in
Yeah.
like Chihuahua.
Yeah. What do we do? Any plans for Cinco de Mayo?
No, I didn't even realize this was coming up.
I'll be in DC. If that
Hey,
counts.
on a
for
Monday?
anything. On a Monday.
Oh.
I will. I come back
Dude's
Tuesday.
bro's gonna be in DC on a Monday. What the hell?
So, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Nice.
Well, I mean, there's no good. I don't know how Mexican is gonna be in DC. They probably deported one out of there.
Probably
already.
did.
Yeah.
Back them up. So
Listen, that's not a racist joke. That's a joke on the current administration.
Current affairs.
Go ahead though.
So where I was kind of going with that is tonight's draft is going to be Mexican foods.
Wonderful.
I already got my number one.
We can go kind of into specifics like with ingredients, or we can just go, just food, just like dishes.
Alright,
Probably more dishes, but
Yeah.
I don't, this might not be a full 5
Yeah, I don't
because it's going to be tough to get 15.
I think
come
we
up
do
with
it.
dessert.
I think we can
too.
probably.
I think we do
okay,
it.
good call.
I think we go
Yeah.
all 15.
Yeah, I think we can.
And I know mine is not going to be taken in the first 5 rounds, but it is
Okay.
going to be my first round draft pick.
I already
because
know
it
mine
is
too.
The
Well,
best fucking food on earth.
I mean,
Also,
that's what I did with the names draft and Bob Beers.
I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the game, but if I draw your attention to the score, 38-34. The Lakers are making a comeback.
LeBron ain't getting gentlemen. Not at home. Fuck no.
All right, who's starting this one?
Shit, I don't know.
Yeah, it's been so damn long since we've done one. I don't know where we even.
You can go. I'll go second and make me go last.
All right. Oh shoot! I didn't even think about this. I'm
You're the guy that came up with this.
I know. I came with it on the fourth hole, and I did not. I was thinking.
That was like 3 hours ago. More than 3 hours ago.
I thought about it and then forgot about it.
Oh
And
my
then-
god.
I gotta go with Mick's playing videos on his phone over here, not paying attention. But I think I'm gonna. I mean, my favorite.
Classic,
my
dude. This guy's
favorite-
taking forever.
Yeah, what else is new? Carne asada. I mean, it's just my go-to. It's just so good.
So beef.
Yeah, carne asada. Beef. You basically just make soft shell tacos out of it, and yeah, it's just so good. So that's just my go-to. So it's my personal number one.
Me or you? I'm okay with going third.
I got it. Enchiladas, specifically the red sauce.
Yeah,
Well done.
nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it. Like when we were in Mexico, like that was like one thing that they'd serve for breakfast. I'm like, damn, I never thought about having chicken enchiladas for breakfast, but like this is amazing.
Joe's gonna kick our ass.
Yeah,
Dude, I didn't have a lot of variety.
You
To
didn't?
be honest with you, dude. I love enchiladas so much. I'm like a little autistic, so like eating a lot of the same stuff. I don't need variety in my life to be happy.
How autistic are you,
welcome,
Joe?
Welcome to the club.
So I told my mom, my mom teaches special ed kids for reference. I told my mom, I was like, hey, I think I'm going to try to get tested for ADHD. I don't think I've told the story in the pod, but that didn't end up working out. But then I have a screenshot of it, and her immediate text was, okay, are you going to get tested for autism too? So about that much. To the point where, again, it's like, I don't need a lot of variety to be happy. I'm okay doing the same stuff.
How
and
well
eating
would
the
you
same
say you are
foods.
at reading other people's emotions? Really?
I can mostly tell like when someone's upset or like happy, I guess. I don't know, sad.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Angry.
you can see when I'm chucking a golf club across the course.
Yeah. I guess sometimes I misread it too, or someone's just annoyed at something else. I think they're mad at me.
I will say I've
I don't know.
noticed like sometimes I'll like, it was actually early on the pod, we'll rewind it. It was a point where I made a joke and then you took it extremely seriously.
Which one?
I can't remember what it was.
Oh, well, we'll play back the tape. But I don't know. I'm an engineer, so I got to be somewhat
you have
autistic, a little bit at
huge,
least.
Uh,
I have like, I don't want to like, I don't know. I don't enjoy talking to people I don't know, like at all. Even like people I know, like coworkers, like we're sitting around eating lunch. I just listen to what other people have to say. Maybe I'll put in like something if I think of something based off what other people are saying, but I'm not the kind of guy that's going to start the conversation.
Got it.
I don't know. I hate small talk. I think it's bullshit.
what about big talk?
I love big talk, dude. Big talk me all day. Small talk, I hate that shit.
Medium talk?
Medium talk's pretty good too. I don't mind it.
Plus size talk?
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Okay.
Anorexic talk, fuck that shit, dude.
Really?
Fuck that.
Bulimic talk?
Fuck that.
All right. I know this probably, I think it slipped through the cracks. I really do, but I'm not risking it because it is the singular best thing ever invented on earth, and it's birria or birria.
Oh, okay.
I
Birria.
don't know if I've had it. I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
so
I've seen the
good.
spelling.
Good.
I don't know if I've had it. I'll have to look up a picture and let you
Yeah.
know. Actually, maybe it was one of the things they had. I don't remember. You got 2 picks though, so
Yeah, I'm not even. I'm sorry for the delay
Like,
on the
hold on.
pod.
Let me Google Mexican food.
No, you can't do that.
No, I'm talking about what you're doing.
No, I'm showing you a video of the birria I had. It was just
Oh, so it's like almost like a soup almost.
Yeah.
it's not a soup. It's a taco, but you
Oh,
It's
you
a
taco-fied
dip
the
sauce.
soup. Okay, I see now.
Let me see if this video contains.
It
the
looks
birria.
really delicious.
Yeah, it's
Where is it at?
good stuff.
Maybe here. Yeah. So that's your birria taco right there. Oh my
Yeah.
fucking god!
So good.
And you dip it in that sauce. That's
Yeah.
right.
That looks
There.
delicious.
Yeah, it's so
Really,
good.
really good. I think with number 2, I'm gonna take a good guacamole.
Okay.
Okay.
A little bit of guac action, specifically made in a molcajete.
Oh, you are a ball knower, dude.
That's my molcajete noise.
I almost
I
bought
like it.
I almost bought one at Costco a few weeks back, but I was like that's something that I just don't need to spend the money on right now.
Do you know that a good or a real molcajete has to come from volcanic rock?
No, but I
Otherwise-
believe I've heard of them like called like volcano.
Yeah, otherwise it's not considered a molcajete. It's just like
So
a
the
mixing
plastic
bowl.
one I bought from
Yeah, that's not a
Menards.
Menards.
from Walmart.
Save
Isn't
big
that's not
money at
genuine?
Menards.
Dude, what a classic little cat or jingle.
Yeah.
Dude, if you're in Menards, you'll hear it at least like 15 times, even if you're only there for like 10 minutes during your
You know,
shopping trip.
Maybe we
Remember-
should do a jingle draft next time.
Oh, that's
Oh.
all right. We're scrapping this one this week. Actually, no, I'm kidding.
We could actually.
We will do that.
You know, like when Sigma and Ligma was going around.
Yes.
Well, one time I was like, let's go to Menards. And they were like, dude, it's not.
You're
gonna,
not getting
Yeah,
this,
it's
dude.
not gonna work, man. That's way too obvious. And I was like, no, listen, guys, I swear to God. Anyway, sorry.
Hell yeah, I like that. I mean, I guess I'm gonna go in the same vein as the guac and give me a good salsa, dude.
Okay.
I mean, one I buy almost every time I'm at the store when I'm out is a chipotle pepper salsa, and dude, it's so good because it tastes like a little spicy salsa, not bad at all, but it's like super smoky, and oh my god, that flavor is amazing.
I'm a slut for a shitty salsa, I'll be honest.
I also love a shitty salsa, dude. Yeah. Go to any it's funny, I say this. My favorite restaurant is a shitty Mexican restaurant where like a meal costs like $6 or $7 and you get so much food, and it's like I don't know, it's just my favorite. I don't want to go to like a fancy Mexican restaurant. I want to go to a shitty Mexican restaurant.
That fancy I don't know why it rung my bell, but I got another Mexican food that I want.
All right, well, it's all you, Carson.
I mean, I think I just have to go with right down Main Street. I think I got to go with
tacos.
I was thinking burritos. That. Yeah, I'm going burritos.
We're gonna group those together. We're gonna group burrito.
No, we're not.
That's I would.
Because
I would.
They're very different.
Because birria is kind of a taco, to be honest with you boys. So maybe.
Yeah, but you said birria specifically.
That's kind of a taco, though. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but you went specific.
You know the Supreme Court is on just a regular court with like diced tomatoes and sour cream on it, right?
Yeah, I did know that. Gosh, I'm in between taking.
It clicked.
I'm gonna step off. I've been on the main dish train. I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna go with tortilla chips.
Hell,
just keep it simple. A little bit of kiss action. Keep it simple, stupid.
Good stuff. I'm also gonna kind of go in that vein, and just a nice little chicken quesadilla.
Sure, man.
Nice.
Good stuff.
You want to just take quesadillas? I'll let you.
Yeah, I'll take quesadillas. Yeah, we'll give you that. But I like mine with chicken, personally.
Fair
and like,
enough.
Dude, put some like pico de gallo in there.
Yeah, man.
Some sour cream.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to take elote. Fuck me up with some elote. Get some fucking corn. I'm getting vulgar. I don't know why I'm getting vulgar. But give me some fucking corn. Throw some mayo on it. Throw some tahini, some cheese. I'm getting rowdy.
He's getting riled up. I can see.
Sorry.
He's getting.
Yeah, let me calm down really quickly. And
did you ever watch Nacho Libre?
Oh yeah.
When the dude gets the elote stuck in his eye.
Yes.
Dude, that scene used to make me cringe so much. I was like, oh yeah. Imagine that happening.
Well, dude, that started my love for elote right there.
It always looked so delicious.
Well, they were not lying because it is fucking
I've never had it.
Oh,
it looks very lying. Good. No, I'm not. It looks very
mayo?
Good. Yeah.
Do you like corn?
Yeah.
Do you like cheese?
Yeah.
Do you like tahini?
Yeah, you could take it or leave it.
Oh, you'd fucking love it.
I bet it'd be good on this.
It's really good, dude. With my next pick, I'm going to go to the drink category. I'm going to take horchata.
Oh.
Nice.
I've got like a good meal here. Like I've got a side, I've got like an appetizer, and I've got a main course. So I'm going to finish it off with the obvious.
I think you could say quesadillas I've seen appetizer quesadillas before.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm going to try to go down the same road. I'm going to take a margarita.
Damn, I was going to go there. I completely forgot about drinks. And then you said
I didn't even
that,
consider it.
So I was going to go to Marg there.
Would you consider, I guess it is actually, a pina colada? That's like...
We'll allow it if Carson wants to take it.
I don't think I'm going to take it.
Piñas,
you can
pineapple
take fucking
in
tequila,
Spanish.
man. Don't sleep on it.
Yeah.
Some Modelo, a Corona.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
You missed out.
Pacifico.
Pacific. I don't know if I like
You can just
Pacifico.
take Mexican lager if you want.
Oh, you could just take a Mexican lager.
Okay.
It's actually not a bad move.
It's actually fantastic.
I will do that. I'll take the Mexican lager.
With a lime?
Yep, with a lime.
Awesome.
Don't forget it.
And then, gosh. I think I just have to take the taco here.
All right, that's fair.
I was in between that and rice and beans.
Yeah.
But I don't think I could let taco go by.
I gotta get my dessert in here, and
oh damn,
I'm thinking I'm between two, and I'm not gonna take this one, but the churro. That's a classic, delicious. I'm gonna go with the Tres Leches.
Oh, you motherfucker!
Oh, he did.
I shouldn't have said anything. I should have kept my fucking yapper shut.
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna take it anyways. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't gonna take margarita until you said that though.
I'm just
I think
devastated.
Tres Leches was my next pick before margarita, but I knew he was gonna take it if I didn't. But anyways, I saw a tweet the other day. It's like, oh, you're a Latina. Name the Tres Leches. I was like, that's good.
That is funny. Yeah, I'm torn here because I want to go dessert, but queso going undrafted feels harsh.
Gosh.
Yeah.
And that isn't going to sit right with me. We have mole, right? We have, but I have to go dessert, right? Don't I? Finish off the meal.
I mean, it's up to you.
I mean, I went taco. Granted, you can make,
Dessert taco.
yeah, you can do any dessert.
Whipped
you can-
cream
you
and
can do dessert,
chocolate.
You can do dessert. Anything.
You could
An
argue
empanada.
horchata is a little desserty.
Yeah.
It's sweet,
Yeah,
right?
I'd give you that.
You do an empanada.
I like an empanada. I think I'm gonna stick to my game plan original. I'm gonna go with the churro.
All right.
Fuck with churros. I love churros.
They're good, dude. They're not bad
yeah.
at all.
Very cinnamony.
Very.
What I've got.
I
here.
like them more cinnamon.
Yeah, me too.
You got the horchata and the churro. Those go good together.
It would be good. Dip a fucking churro in a horchata, change your whole life around.
Yeah.
Is your horchata? I mean, I've seen it alcoholic and non-alcoholic. Are you going with the?
I'm gonna play both fields. If that's all right
Okay,
with y'all.
I don't mind. I'm just checking.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll run a recap on this real quick. Mick, my boy's got the birria, guacamole, elote, horchata, and a churro.
That's exactly what I'd get too. I'm fucking pleased with that.
All right, my boy Max got the carne asadas, the burritos, tortilla chips, Mexican lager with a lime, and the tacos. I just wrote down tortilla and said tortilla chips though.
You
uh,
same thing.
Also, if you're getting like an enchilada or just like a taco where it's like it's not completely hard, are you going flour or are you going corn?
Flour all day.
Really, I'm corn guy.
That's weird.
I'm a flour
You're
guy.
weird for
I
that.
love the corn, dude.
No, you're weird for that.
It's good.
No,
I don't know.
flour plays every day.
So are you eating flour tortilla chips or corn
Yep.
tortilla chips?
Flour.
Really?
What?
Flour,
I buy corn tortilla chips.
flour on every preface.
Wow.
Okay.
I see. I go corn tortilla chips. I go flour everything else, but I don't mind. I like flour tortilla chips, but it's just
Corn just feels mealy. What's the word? Mealy.
mealy.
Mealy?
Mealy. So you don't like tostadas, I'm guessing?
I mean, I'll eat, like, none of it's bad, right?
I mean,
But-
most like hard shell tacos are corn.
yeah, but hard shell tacos are a sin.
I mean, that's what this
What?
guy had for dinner.
That's what I had for dinner.
No.
So
I
I've had for
don't.
dinner like 3 times this week, and I have like enough for like 2 more days.
You know what? I wish I would have taken instead of salsa, tamales. Those are
yeah.
delicious.
Tamales.
Honestly, I would have taken tamales over enchiladas, even though enchiladas are my favorite. Tamales are so fucking good. But for me, I got enchiladas, especially with the red sauce. Salsa, especially with the chipotle pepper when I've been eating. Quesadillas, specifically chicken. Margarita and tres leches. And I want to go back to margarita.
Specifically milk.
What are the tres leches?
What are they? Answer that in comments below.
Breast milk from a pregnant
Cow milk.
Mexican mother. She has to be pregnant. She can't be like already given birth.
Okay.
Cow milk, of course. And what's the third milk?
Almond.
Almond? I was thinking oat.
fucking like almond at all. I don't like any.
You don't like oat milk?
No.
That's pretty good. I've never had walnut milk, but
The
I'm
humble mole
open-minded.
milk.
the humble mole milk.
Nice.
Thank you. I want to go back to
done.
margaritas for a second. I fuck with the margarita. I fuck with the classic margarita. I'm not a big fan of the flavored margaritas.
Really?
Like strawberry,
Really?
mango.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I've had too many, I guess not too many, but I've had a few bad experiences with them to where it's just like, I like the classic lime.
Fair enough, dude.
So one time I got a mango one at a Mexican restaurant. And I took it was like, a bunch of ice in it. Took a sip and it was warm because I'm just drinking the syrup in the bottom that's not mixing with the
that is
ice. So I'm
tough.
just getting all syrup. I mixed it around and it was still like just the syrup. And I was like, this is kind of gross.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
And so I guess this next one needs a little backstory to it as well. The very first time I got drunk, I blacked out on, is it Burnett's vodka?
Burdettes.
Burdett's?
Mhm.
Okay, whatever. Burdett's, I think it is really, but I'll be lied to. He's looking it up. But I had raspberry brunettes and Sprite, and that if I taste any raspberry alcohol to this day, it like fucks me up.
You're right.
I know. Trust me, I've told the story a lot. I know. But I've had it like, if I taste it, it makes me gag. And Taylor got a strawberry margarita once. I was like, okay, I'll try that. Tasted just like the raspberry alcohol for some reason. And it just, I was gagging. I'm like, that is disgusting.
So tequila's my go-to for hard alcohol shots.
Gross.
It's the best, the easiest. Take it with a lime.
Dude, it makes my tummy hurt.
And oh boy, that's not good. Luca's out. Anyway, yeah, take it with a lime, but margaritas can't do. I think they taste nasty. Tequila mixed drinks suck.
No, dude. Okay, so I hate tequila because it makes my tummy hurt, but I drink a margarita and I like the agave taste without the harshness of tequila.
Yeah, I'll get belligerent on some margaritas, like some strawberry margaritas. Like there was a restaurant, Mexican restaurant in South Dakota where I went to college. It was their margaritas are so good. I would just launch on those. And have you guys ever had mezcal?
Yes.
Yeah. Have you ever had a shot of mezcal?
Smoky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when like first goes in, it's like okay, and then it's like you get the smoky after.
Yeah, just like
whoa,
just like anal.
All right. Did you watch A Complete Unknown?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's the Bob Dylan movie.
No.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna get. Did you watch it?
I think I know where it's. No.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna get the reference then, so I'm not even gonna. Maybe someone out there listening has seen it.
I think I've heard about. What
No, you don't know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I don't think, at least. So there's the. I can't remember the name, so I'm just gonna call it like. It was like Riverfront something folk festival, and like Bob Dylan would always play there, and then like the end of the movie is him playing there when he goes to like electric guitar instead of just acoustic folk music, and people hated it and they're throwing shit at him on the stage. But then the album that he came out fucking topped the charts, whatever. But there was a guy that was like, because they didn't know if he's going to play his electric music or if he's going to play like the classics, and everyone wanted him to play the classics. And he's like, Bob, you got to tell us, what are you going to do? Like we got to know, whatever. And I was listening to this one guy, he was talking about that movie, and he was like, he did a bit, it was like gay Bob Dylan. And he was saying, yeah, gay Bob Dylan, he's the first one to do anal at the waterfront fuck festival. Bob, we gotta know, you just stick with the classics, just old school, please. Like, just don't do the anal, Bob, please. I'm gonna do the anal.
Jesus Christ. Carson goes, I think I know where you're going with this.
You thought I was going to... Oh, no, it was Newport. It was the Newport Folk Festival. You thought I was going to say the Newport Fuck Festival? Oh. You thought that's where I was going?
I thought there was something about gay sex, but...
Oh, there was something
about
there
gay
was,
sex.
But
that's what I thought. I thought that's where you're going.
But
I didn't know exactly
I feel like you knew the bit, though.
Who's got the gayest name out of us three, do we think?
Us three?
Yeah. Joe, Carson, and Michael.
Well, I think it's Michael.
I don't think so. Too many straight
Hey, you can't say that, dude. Schmike's not going to... He's going to pull a sponsorship.
Oh.
Yeah, I think...
Shit.
I think it's between you two. Too many...
What?
Michael Jordan's super not gay. Like...
Okay.
I guess Michael Jackson does balance
I was
going to
say,
yeah, watch
that guy
out.
diddled kids.
But
Yeah.
Michael Myers...
That guy killed people. That's kind of gay.
That seems like a hetero activity. Killing people. I don't know.
I knew it, this is going to be fucked up. So the same town where they dropped the cinder block, there was a gay guy that like shot and killed his boyfriend, and then like went outside. He like, I guess, okay, this is even more fucked up. Someone I went to school with, their mom like lived right by, and she like went to see what was going on, and he shot her too. And he killed her. And then he was like the middle of the street, fucking suicide by cop.
Shut up.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it was crazy.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so that's a gay guy that killed people.
What's the definition of suicide by cop?
Pointing a gun at them and threatening, and then finally getting shot and killed by them.
So you got killed by the cops.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there you go. Little nice.
Yeah, but that guy was gay, so.
Okay. So the obvious
And
answer is Joe.
his name was Michael.
Did you like that?
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Oh my God. Yeah, it was me. I died by suicide by cop.
This is Joe's ghost. I am speaking to Joe's apparition.
I feel like Carson's a rare enough name to where there's not enough sample size.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz.
That guy's hella gay.
Okay, so
Super Bowl champion.
another
Yeah, that's
huge.
gay.
Speaking of ooh,
See, that's why the Lions haven't won a Super Bowl, because that's gay.
will you do your
That's why they don't even go.
Will you do your ghost noise again? So speaking of that, I did a tarot reading this weekend.
Oh my god.
Oh.
You guys ever done that?
No.
So I did one in Salem one time, and it was fucking spot on. And she didn't ask me any questions. So I'm a believer. And this weekend, I was like, we were at this.
I'm sensing something bad has happened in your life recently.
No,
Yeah, it's like the most general thing.
I'm not going to put it on the pod because it's personal, but I will tell you guys afterwards. But essentially, fucking chick nailed me dead to rights and didn't ask me anything. All she asked that I did was grab the fucking deck and say my name 3 times into it.
Did you say Michael or Mick?
I said Michael Richardson, Michael Richardson, Michael
Well, that's
Richardson.
why, dude. That's not your true self.
No, she nailed it.
Mick
dude.
is you.
So let me tell you about this bar that she was at, though. It was completely like if on the door it said, "Watch out for fentanyl." Like it was this yellow sign that was like, "Hey, fentanyl will kill you." It had like it was a yellow sign with a fucking skull and crossbones, and it was like, "Fentanyl will kill you." I don't know what the point of that was, but it was in an alley, a dirt alley. Our Uber driver was driving in this frightening little area, and it was like a warehouse. I don't even know how to explain it. And you walked in, and it was like 18 different bars in one gigantic warehouse. So it was so sick. So every room had a different DJ, and every room had a different vibe, and it was packed in every room. And you would walk for fucking like this room would be half of the size of one bar, and then you'd walk upstairs and it'd be another bar, and it'd be completely different music. One would be like EDM, one would be like rap, one would be like a lot were EDM and rap, but they were different. And this chick was in this one with like a pinball machine, and it had like weird cobwebs, like obviously intentional cobwebs.
It was goth as hell.
It was goth. Yeah, it was very gothic. And the people I was with, Marcos and Gio, they were like very drunk. I was sober that night, and they were like super fixated on this pinball machine. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go get a tarot reading, and I got it, and it was violently accurate. It was frightening. So
nice.
I got it. I know what I got to do.
Yeah, she was like, you got to say your full government name 3 times while holding the deck.
And then give me your credit card.
Now, I need your mother's maiden name 3 times. The name of your first pet 3 times.
And
Okay, now just once. We only need this one once. We need the 16 numbers on your credit card, the expiration date, and the 3 numbers on the back.
And then also, if you wouldn't mind, the street you grew up on, your routing number, and
your high school mascot.
your
The
high
name of
school
your first
mascot.
kiss.
Is that a security question?
Yeah.
Do you think you could hack into, like, can I hack into your security questions? I don't know your mom's maiden name. I'm fucked.
It's Evans.
Okay.
Oh. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. For you,
You gotta know the password too, and you don't have my email login to
I
get
do.
like the.
I do.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably could.
The USB drive I gave you that I told you was gay porn was not gay porn. It completely hacked all of your passwords and
That was
everything.
an SD disc.
No, it was I gave you that. That was the actual gay porn.
That was actually gay porn.
Yeah.
How do you say gay porn?
Paygorn.
No. If you get that reference, you're a goat, by the way. I don't think anyone will, though.
So speaking of the fentanyl sign, we had today at work we had a hazardous material storage, like kind of Connex delivered to us today.
By who?
A trucker and just a random guy.
Oh,
Yeah, you're leading me in. We've got a couple of environmental guys at work. 2 guys, and they're named Tom and Jerry.
You're lying.
No, they're named Tom and
Are
Jerry.
they a cat and a mouse?
Yes.
Yes.
Very
They
cool.
hit each other with hammers all the time.
Well, does one live in
The one
like an obelisk shaped hole that doesn't quite
In
complete?
the side of a house.
Yeah, like every 10 minutes, I would hear one of them go, yeah! Oh my God. What the
Dude,
fuck was that for?
So we have a clip sensor on the recording, and
Come
it's just
on.
a red square. Look down. It's just a red square.
Oh,
Jesus. I don't know if I
Ow.
want to cut that out or keep that. Or
I don't know.
I'll give a headphone warning.
I am
I'll record a headphone warning.
fucking
and put it in there.
crying.
Oh,
Jesus
Come
Christ.
on, man. I was just fine the way I was doing it.
Okay, I'm gonna do another one. So take your headphones off.
Oh,
No.
no.
Yeah,
no,
I'm
you're
doing
getting. No, you're not. So, anyways, this.
That was more R2D2. Let me give an actual.
No,
Tom
that was
scream.
pretty accurate, dude.
You're good.
Let me give a Tom
No,
scream,
no,
please.
Nope.
It's got,
You had-
yeah,
you
you know,
had
what,
your-
that was a little too high pitched.
you
Tom
had your-
Scream's a little deeper.
Yeah,
but
let me
the
do
same,
it. Take
like,
your headphones off
same
and let me
amount
do
of
it.
decibels.
We're not killing the listeners.
We'll
Yeah.
put another headphone warning.
Come
in.
on,
Go
take your
ahead.
headphones off.
First
Yeah.
one was better.
No, that one was way better.
Awesome. I can't wait for this noise complaint in my apartment. Thanks, Mick.
That one was a red
It's
rectangle instead of
9:40,
a square.
9:30.
But anyways, on this, there was a no smoking warning, like on the hazardous material container, for obvious reasons. Except that on that no smoking sign was just a cigarette and then a crack pipe.
Nice.
There's a crack pipe. It's like I hope. I
Was
mean,
it a crack pipe or a weed pipe?
I don't know the difference, but probably a crack pipe.
Yeah, probably. There's a lot of guys that smoke crack
yeah,
out of the mines
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you do, though.
until you get by.
That's how you get by,
The Jack Shack is actually where you get jacked up on drugs
Yep.
and then get jacked.
There was
by
a,
another dude.
There was a.
That's also, yeah, that's why he's gay, dude, because he works at the Jack Shack.
He
Man's the Jack Shack. That's how he gets his tips.
I've never been there.
That's his actual
Allegedly.
Allegedly. But there used to be like a drug trade.
Yeah, I know. It was
yeah.
huge underground, from what I've heard, at least.
from what I've heard.
From what I've heard. I've never been underground, but I'm supposed to get my tour in the next few weeks, allegedly.
Yeah, once we.
You guys almost done laying concrete?
Well, yeah, we're done with that, but we got.
Well, what are we waiting for?
Because we got. I guess we probably shouldn't.
That's
include all
fine.
this, but we got.
Nah, you don't. You're good.
8 shafts down with the hoist controls upgrade, so we're going on a 5 shaft now.
Oh yeah, one
So
of
it's
my
just a
PMs
pain
is
in the
working on
ass.
that.
It's just a pain in the ass.
What's a PM? I lost something once.
Pussy magnet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I lost my identity.
Thank
Dude,
you.
Any reference you make to
You'll get
SpongeBob,
'em.
I will instantly get.
I wasn't even intentional from earlier. I lost something once.
Something I couldn't live without.
Motherfucker, come
my
on.
identity.
What a great episode, by
So
the way.
what'd you get for 3 across?
Huh?
The dude was doing a crossword at the table. And
great.
He gets
See,
back to
I'm on
that.
Fraud Watch now.
Yeah, you know what? I want to go back to Fraud Watch. This guy right here next to me on my
Me,
right,
pointed to
Mr.
me.
Mick, when we did the cereal tier list,
Oh, boy.
questioned my cereal ball knowledge, and then by the end of it, he was acknowledging that I was a cereal ball knower. But then I'm naming all these other cereals. He's like, "Oh, I've never had that, never had that, never had that." I'm like, dude,
No,
don't ever come at my neck again, dude. If you're gonna come for the king,
No,
you best not miss.
All you're
pal.
doing is showing the people of Micmac Joe that I'm an open-minded person. That's all you're doing. I
because
came
you
in-
haven't tried
By
cereals.
not trying cereal.
No,
That's
no.
closed-minded.
No, because I went into it saying, Joe, my theory is that you don't know ball. You showed me a new ball, and I didn't question it one time.
All right, but I believe that you knew ball, but then I had to question you by the end of it because you hadn't tried all these different cereals.
Well,
Joe, I think we've turned the tables. I think Mick is the autistic one here because if he's not
There's a
trying,
high
if he's not
chance.
trying, I mean, we all are. But
Yeah.
I mean, if Mick's not trying
well,
anything,
not if RFK has anything to say about it.
that's right. No more sugar cereals. No more dyes.
Tony the Tiger did give, I think, like 40 million people autism. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, there was no autistic people back in the day.
No,
Pal, that's because they weren't diagnosing anyone.
that's yeah. Well, we could get
Hell,
into
they
it.
didn't know what that was. All right, we'll leave it there. All right,
Tony the
that's as
Ti-
deep as we're going.
Tony the Tiger indicted on
Federal racketeering.
yeah, child
Endangerment.
child abuse.
Tony. I never fucked with Tony the Tiger, to be honest with you.
Dude, I hadn't tried it, and then I went over to Schmeck's house, had some Frosted Flakes.
You
I'm like,
tried Tony the Tiger?
I tried that Tony. Dude, have you seen that picture of him just like with the cum gutters?
With the what?
The cum gutters?
What is that?
What?
It's like the V of the abs.
Not a ball knower.
It's called cum
Cum
gutters.
gutters.
Cum gutters.
Okay, I know that is a V line.
Yeah, those are cum gutters.
Okay.
You better refer to them as only
Sure,
cum
I
gutters.
will.
from now on.
Yeah,
Have
from
you
now
seen the
on.
photo of him with that? And it's like, I've seen
Yes.
the extended photo where you see his like piece too, but
Have you seen the Thanos one?
yes.
That's a good one.
I don't know about good.
No, it's a good one.
What do you define good?
I
All right,
guess-
you're not beating the gay
That's a
allegations.
piece.
No, it's great.
He's got quite the bird on him.
Okay, listen, it's gay not to admire a good piece.
All right. I don't know about that one. I think it's not gay to call a dude like handsome or good looking. I think it may be gay to admire another man's piece.
Yeah,
His bird, if you will. You good? You can't refer to it as a piece?
I just can't defend my prior claim.
No, you can't, dude. We're leaving that in. So.
That's fine.
Dude, if you don't admire another man's piece, you're kind of gay.
If you can't
Hey, dude,
heterosexually...
nice shaft. I like it.
That's a very hetero thing to say. Which nothing wrong
Debatable.
with being gay.
I didn't say there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying objectively, that's kind of gay.
Either way you look at this, you
Okay,
lose.
tell me this.
It's okay to be. I
Tell
don't
me
have problems
this.
with you being gay.
You go shower in the
Nick,
team.
you got to tell me something.
No, if you go shower.
Okay, yeah, you know what? You're right. I didn't think about that.
Thank you. You go shower in the team with your boys in your sport, and there's always a dude that's got a fucking hog for some reason.
Dude, we had a friend named Kenny on the cross country team, and when he was a freshman, people were always like, "Dude, Kenny, you have a hog," and
were they
he
all
made him
straight?
very uncomfortable.
Were they all straight? Well, that's weird.
Yeah.
Why'd you make him
No,
uncomfortable?
I wasn't there. He was a year older than me. This is when he was a freshman.
now that's
It
just
made him uncomfortable at
bordering on
first.
assault.
Well, listen. At first he was, but then he just got used to it,
This
and now
sounds
he
worse.
he thought it was hilarious.
This
at
is
some
assault.
point. He got like coaxed into it, and was like,
Okay.
"Yeah, it's funny now."
But yeah, see, and I
Kenny's got a
guarantee all the
hog.
people that were like, "Yo, dude, nice hog,"
He always won best hog award at the end of the year.
and
The
was,
paper plate
was
award.
everyone on the team straight?
My last year, no, but every year before that, yeah.
Nah, I
As
rest
far
my
as I
case.
know.
I rest my case.
There was at work after coming out of the mine. One day I was I showered in one of the head back to my locker, and one of the supervisors was just coming on shift. I walked by him, and he's like, "There's my favorite naked guy,"
That's a good one.
and then he slapped my ass and kissed me on the lips.
All right, that's borderline assault.
That is borderline assault.
Yeah, it's borderline. It's not actually, but it could.
Yeah, see, was he coming on shift or was he coming through shaft? It's important.
Ayo.
Come on now. We're all here. We're here every week, so tune in, please.
No, we're not. You're not here every week.
Yeah, so we missed 2 weeks of the last
that
3.
one, both of them were your fault.
One of them.
What was the other one's fault?
You.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're 50-50 on that.
Yeah, that's fair. But the first one I think the very first one we missed was also you. So
Did we
I have
miss?
100% attendance.
we missed 1 week.
Yeah, okay.
I have 100%
Before this.
attendance.
We'll get you a fucking pencil for it, all right?
Yay!
What kind of eraser? Dude, can we talk about the book fair? When you were a
Oh
kid?
yeah,
dude.
Let's go.
I never had any money to buy anything except for like one book.
One time,
One time. I never got to buy like the big giant joke pencils.
Oh, I have 2 of this might not have been sold at the kid book fairs. No, it definitely
Did you go to the adult book fair?
Damn it! I drove myself right into a cinder block, if you will.
shout out. Rest in peace, by the way. We didn't even give that guy an
Fuck
RIP.
that guy.
I've got these erasers that say "for really big mistakes," and then
I've seen those ones. The
I would-
giant ass erasers.
yeah, for really big mistakes, and I just slap my friends with them.
Have you ever
It
seen
was a
one of
good-
those
good
like
joke in middle school?
so like the regular size version of those erasers, where it's like what would you call the
pink ones?
Yeah, but what do you call that shape where it's like rectangular but then it's like slanted?
It's like a rhombus.
A rhombus, yeah, I'll go with
No,
rhombus.
it's not a rhombus. That's a parallelogram.
Oh, sure.
That is correct, actually. It is a
Yes.
parallelogram. So have you ever seen one of the regular size pink parallelograms that didn't have a million pencil stabs in them?
No, and I was the guy that did the stabbings for sure.
I don't know if I was the guy that did them or not, but I'd never seen one without them.
No, that was me. I was doing it to all of them.
So you are autistic.
Is that what that means?
I don't know a clue. I think
Probably.
anyone would
If
do
it
that.
does, then yeah.
It means you were like the bad kid in school.
I'm like the guy from A Beautiful Mind.
You're
if
the kid
that's
that
the
like
predeterminate.
misbehaves in school.
No, I really never did misbehave. I was a good. I don't know. I went to the
You were
principal.
a good noodle.
I was an okay noodle. I went to the principal once a
No
year.
nucks on that one, dude. That's another
Oh,
SpongeBob
you're right. It
reference.
was.
Come on,
I'm a
man.
good
Try to keep
noodle.
up.
I keep up. I know where it's coming from.
You guys ever throw pencils?
Yes,
over the
it's
roof?
from Mrs. Puff,
I didn't, but I
Mrs.
knew dudes
Puff's
that
Yeah,
would.
class.
No, but like when I first said it.
Huh? Okay, but I was riffing because I have a story.
Sorry.
I was an okay noodle. I went to the principal's once a year from 3rd grade to 8th grade. That was it. Before then, never. After then, never. And never more than twice.
I never was ever.
Do you get?
Nope.
Never.
See, that's fucking lame.
So you were a bad kid, dude. You misbehaved.
Yeah.
No,
you're terrible.
one time I
You were
called a kid a
rowdy.
douche. And
Dude,
I went to the
I never
principal's.
did that.
No.
Yeah, well, that's because you guys were fucking lame.
most-
Sorry, I was cool.
The most trouble I think I got in school was for playing finger football.
Were you fingering people during football?
Come on.
I could have gotten in a lot of trouble because we'd go to so during my senior year, we had independent study for calc, and we'd just play cards the whole time. But I had another, so like all my friends had like an hour blocked off for that. I had actual class, and every once in a while I'd be like, hey, we got to like go study for this test. Is it okay if I go do that? And she's like, sure. And we just play cards. But then my friend, sorry, mother, if you're listening to this, he had like a vape, and he like just had it hidden in his wallet. So we're like, oh, let me just smell that fine Italian leather. It just acts like we're sniffing it. We're just hitting the vape out of that.
See, I never.
And you had to hold it in for so long because if it came out, the librarian saw it, you'd be fucked.
Have you seen that video of the kid in school? He's got like the book right here while you have, and it's a weed pen.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing ever that bad for me. I never even vaped in high school, ever. Or did Zyn, no nicotine. I was a good noodle.
I didn't even know about Zen until I was in freshman college. So, but,
I mean, my brother was in a fraternity, so I knew about it, but I never did it.
well, dude, the first time I did, my friend had like a Juul, and I knew he had it, and I never like tried anything. And I always like joked to him about like taking it to the bathroom because I was a big meme at the time. And then like one time I was like, all right, I'm gonna go piss. You know what I'm saying? He's like, all right. And I dapped him up, and he had it in his hand, and he gave it to me. I was like, should I try it? I did it in the bathroom. I hit it like two little baby hits. I'm like, damn, that didn't do shit. It kind of doesn't taste great. Now I'm walking back from the bathroom, and all of a sudden I get like super lightheaded. I'm like, oh, it just like all hit me. It was like delayed. It just all hit me at once. I was like, oh, that was kind of nice.
It's a weird, your first time, it's wild,
Dude,
bro.
well, because like it was even more wild that it was so delayed because it was like a minute later, it just hit me. It was weird.
That is weird.
I've never hit a vape in my life.
We gotta
Don't.
get you.
No,
I
do not.
I don't really want
Let's
to.
get this guy an elf bar.
No.
No.
Yeah,
thanks.
let's get him
No,
addicted
that's
to a
like an elf
substance.
bar. That's too far. You got to start with like a Juul.
No, let's get him addicted to a substance. I
No.
think
You know,
that'd be
we
a
got
good
my
idea.
friend addicted to a substance. We got him addicted to the vaping because we were doing it around him. He never did it. And then we're like, Matt, just try it. And he do like a little mouth hit. And then, and then eventually he started like actually, just a little bit here and there, not really. But then he came up, he said, there's something about mint.
Yeah.
That just became like a huge catchphrase between us. Just like, oh, there's something about mint.
No, real talk. If I have a friend that hasn't like vaped or done Zyn or whatever, I will never let them.
I always offered Carson one as a joke, but if he ever said yes, I would not give him one.
If he ever does say yes, we should beat him with hammers.
Probably. I gave Joe Lesko one, and he never tried one. But I've seen him rip a cig, so I didn't feel bad giving him one to try.
Yeah,
and then he went and like yacked in the bathroom, and then he like left and went outside and then started throwing up on the wall of the bar.
yeah.
And what did he say? Is he like, I'm never doing that again?
Yeah, I've offered him. I've also, I also jokingly offer him one, but if he said yes, I would actually give it to him. But I know he's always going to say no.
So he doesn't get the beat to death with hammer treatment?
No,
Carson does, though?
Carson
Yeah,
does.
I'll take it. But I am trying to get into cigars.
I just ordered 12 cigars.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
There's like
From
a
Cuba?
variety pack. No, did you heard about my Cuban cigars?
Yeah.
They were fakes, and there's two fakes apparently. I looked it up, and there's the good fakes where it's like it's not really a Cuban cigar, but it's a cigar. You can smoke it, it's fine. Then there's the ones where it's just a bunch of clippings that could have been swept off of like a floor of a cigar factory, and like there's usually like stems and like shit in
Nice.
them. That was the one I had when I opened one of them up. So I was like,
Good.
I'm not smoking any of these because there could be like fucking anything in here. People
Mouse
like
shit.
dude, that's what people have like said. They found like mouse poop and like
Yeah.
lint in their cigars when they open them up, like the fake ones. So I was like, I'm not even gonna.
You guys
risk
ever
this.
get belly button lint, or was that just a
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I always thought it was a myth, but then within like since I went to college, I started getting it. I'm like, what the hell? This
Yeah.
never
Oh, yeah.
happened
I
before,
don't get that.
Absolutely.
dude. I might have someone right now. I'll take a peek real quick for you and let the listeners know.
Yeah.
Keep talking amongst yourselves.
No, I'm dialed in.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's some in there.
Visible.
You wanna see it?
Visible.
No, I don't want to see it.
You gotta smell it too.
Get it.
It's literally just lint, like your
literally
lint,
get it
like,
away from me.
It's,
That,
on,
like,
it's
your
on
li-
your phone.
that like your lint trap picks up.
Don't. No.
Isn't that empty?
No. Did you drop it in
This
there?
is empty. No,
You swear to God?
What's in his hand?
Okay.
it's like the same stuff you see in a lint trap. It's just in your belly button. I don't know
It
why I
smells
never.
awful.
Does it really? I've never smelled it. It doesn't smell like
It probably was too small a sample size.
How big are yours?
He pulls out shirts.
It's like the Patrick Star one when he like reaches in his belly button. It's just like a fucking like.
Yeah, there's a sock in here.
Dude, and he turns it into like the earmuffs.
Yes.
All I got is this belly button lint. That's the sound of it turning into that.
That's when Sandy's hibernating.
Yes, sir.
Come on, don't fuck with me. You
Yes,
tried
sir.
fucking with me, and I didn't like that.
You've come for the king. You best not miss.
You come for the king, you best not piss, boy.
Nice.
Ayo!
Come on now.
I did bring a cigar on to our golf outing on Saturday.
When it was
but
windy
it
as hell.
Windy as hell, so I did not smoke it.
Dude, when my 12 cigars come in, we'll have to try some of them, see how they go.
I
don't think I've ever had. Yeah.
I got an ashtray. It's sick. It's at the monkey ashtray.
Dude, speaking of monkeys, this guy Carson, he's a real
trophy.
He's a real guy. He found a monkey trophy at the thrift store, and he did a little Jeopardy for the boys, and it was fun. And I stole the win. He got robbed. I will admit, I did steal the win.
You robbed yourself.
No,
Dude, I won, and I'm admitting he got robbed.
Yeah, Carson, shut the fuck up. Okay, continue.
You shouldn't have bid a bunch. I don't even remember.
Anyways, he gave me that trophy, and then I left it at the Airbnb.
Tragic. That was sick. That was such a great find.
I'm was so sad that I lost.
I'm still obviously, what's the word? Bitter about it. I just screamed at Carson.
What was the final Jeopardy question?
It was about Larry the Cucumber.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I think you had so many points that even if I like bid all in one, if you did like 1 point, you would have beat me.
No, that was
Or
where
you only
the,
make
that was where the
1,000.
robbery, because I didn't get points previously. Had I got those points, I would have been there and I wouldn't have bid anything.
I see. Allegedly.
Not allegedly.
I don't remember.
It was.
That was fun. I got to make another one of those.
We
someday.
should. That'd be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
We did. Never mind. We did one of those in college. It was pretty fun. But one of the categories was the greatest state in the union, and then it was like questions about Minnesota. So I did test the category.
Ooh.
You know, there's much better states in the union. Oh, so I
Yeah.
couldn't put my belly button lint in there, but you can put yours in.
I just finished it, you jagaloon.
Why do I see liquid in the bottom?
I guess.
Not dedicated to the game.
This guy's going to the court that has sour cream and diced tomatoes on it.
I got that. It was late, but I got it.
Wait, you just understood
I
it?
didn't.
No. Earlier. It
Oh.
took me like 4 seconds, but I got
I
it.
was going to say, I said it, and you're like, yeah.
No, I got it. I got it.
These were the beers that I crushed the.
Oh my God,
table
yeah.
of plexiglass.
Yeah, so we're drinking some Sam Adams Summer Ale, and we were this past Saturday. We stopped by the liquor store. We had a couple beers, and we're like, you know what? Let's keep the buzz going. Let's go get some beers at this liquor store because it's the only place fucking open. Before we go over, play some Monopoly on the Xbox, which was a disaster. Drunk, but anyways, I digress. We all check out. Carson's the last guy, and he very lightly. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, he very lightly set down his beer on the glass countertop, and the whole thing shattered.
No way.
Dude, glass went like kind of flew on the ground, and it's like shattered all over the top. And I think some got in your sock.
Yeah, but it was like plexiglass though, so it wasn't like real glass. But
What is plexiglass?
it's like
It's supposed to not shatter.
it's like a plastic-ish type thing.
That's like what hockey boards are made out of, right?
Yeah. The whole thing. Well, I've seen people shatter those, but like
Yeah.
the whole thing. He didn't slam it.
No,
I'm not
I
lying
was
to you.
just
I'm
like-
saying he just set it down like a normal person, and the whole thing just.
Yeah,
I heard it. And I was like, "What the fuck was that?" Turn around. There's glass everywhere.
yeah.
It was crazy.
It was yeah. I was like I was like checking. I was like I didn't like go too hard on that, did I?
No, dude, you could run back the tapes.
Yeah.
Just. I wonder if
Yeah,
2 Point Joe might have slammed it with his bag
maybe.
on the way down, because I guess
I don't
someone
know.
said
I
he
still
hit
think
it.
it was me.
I think it was you too, but
But yeah,
I don't know
was-
how that happened.
Yeah, that was tough, and I was like, oh, I feel like I was apologized to the guy behind the counter.
Yeah.
Luckily, there was a tip jar there, so I took all his money. No, I meant to drop him a few like I had like 2 1s, so I meant to drop him those, and then I accidentally threw a 20 in there too. And
I
I'm
think
like,
he deserved that 20.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm not taking. I was like, oh, I didn't really mean to give him that 20, but I was like, I'm definitely not taking that back. So it's probably good that I dropped him that.
Well,
20.
dude, someone tipped Taylor the other day. It was like $50-something, and she's like, "Oh my god, that was so nice." And then the guy comes back. He's like, "Hey, I accidentally tipped too much," and like took the 50 back.
Shut up.
He's like, "I
that's
meant to
terrible.
give you a 5," and then he gave her 2 5s when he took the 50 back because I guess he didn't want to They were too high and dry.
That's
But
crazy.
you got to keep the ones that
That's-
came with it.
That's one of those things. I don't think I could get myself to.
Dude, if I
that
left too much, I'd be
somebody.
like, oh, well, my loss.
It's like, well, that's too bad.
Yeah, whatever. I guess it depends on the amount. If I accidentally left $100 bill, I might be like, hey, I'll give you like $40
Yeah.
to like kind of soften the blow a little bit, but like I kind of need that back.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
All right, folks. It's time for the Mick Pick 3.
Yahoo!
Whee! I want to go something with Kentucky Derby, but I think I can't really get anything on FanDuel right now, and I also think it's the racing deal's different.
It is, yeah. You can't parlay.
So, folks, have some fun with your mint juleps and your funky ass hats, and throw a few shekels on a horse, because that's fun.
It's good
What day is
advice.
that?
It's Saturday, I think.
Oh, you got your tournament Saturday. Let's say we could play golf and bet on horses.
Well, I can. I
Best-
mean, the golf
best 2
tournament's in the
minutes of
morning.
sports.
Golf tournament's in the
Alright.
morning.
Let's
so we
golf
can
at 3
still-
then.
Should be able to.
Okay, let me know.
Yeah.
Sick invite.
You're gone.
You're gonna be out of town like every other weekend, pal. Except for next weekend when I'm out of town.
Hey.
I'm gonna start here with we're going back to the NASCAR well. I wasn't confident about Talladega last weekend. It was a pretty mundane race actually for how it usually works out there at a restrictor plate track. But we're going back to the Kyle Larson well here. He's a favorite. But I'm gonna dial it back a little bit. I'm gonna go with Kyle Larson top 5 at -230. I like Kyle Larson. It's Texas. It's a mile and a half. He's looking really good. Christopher Bell I thought about, but I'm gonna go with Kyle Larson top 5. Not the best odds because he is the favorite. You might be able to get better odds based on qualifying positions by the time this comes out, or I guess
We'll have it. So
we'll have it
last
on
week we
Instagram.
didn't post the pick because I have my $5 daily limit. I already posted a bet for the day, and then mix pick the who'd you have first basket? Tatum. When I went to place that in the morning, it was gone, did not exist. So I was like, all right, well, Mick, give me another pick, and then
I think Tatum got scratched in general.
yeah. So, anyways, that's where we're at for that. That's why we didn't post last week's pick. Didn't hit anyways for my end. So Carson, you fucking killed it.
I hit. Yeah, I
No,
hit
Tatum did play. Scored 36.
I
Yeah.
didn't score the first one though.
He did not.
My overall take was incorrect. I thought the Jets were going to win in 5, but the series is 2-2.
Well, what did they win by? That game was like
7-2.
7-2.
Yeah, they
Damn.
blew up Connor Hellebuck for 2 games.
I want to talk about something real quick. Also, when I used to watch baseball, I guess I really only watched Tigers, but last season and this season, I've seen so many games where like a team scored I guess not so many, where they scored more than so many where they scored more than 10 runs, and a few where like a team scored like 19 or 20 runs. I was like, I've never ever seen that.
Juice
personally.
balls might be back. Who knows?
Let's go.
But by the way, the C's did win the tip. They just missed their first shot. So
Wasn't there like a foul on the first one?
Jalen Brown just missed.
Oh, I thought I said there was a foul when I looked at it the other day. Anyways,
Maybe.
Mick, what you got?
Yeah. So I'm the strikeouts guy. Love me some strikeouts. And the key to that is you want a guy who has nasty stuff that people whiff through, and you want a guy who's an Iron Man. You don't want to take people that are going to go 70 pitches or 80 on a good day. You want a guy who's going to go hammer out 105 and then go to the dugout in the 7th or 8th inning, and that's Zach Gallen to a T. I'm going to take Zach Gallen against the Mets, who are somewhat struggling to hit right now, and I like it a lot. It's a noon game. Bats are going to be cold in the morning. That's my theory. Zach Gallen at 7+ strikeouts. It's a +230. So it's a huge parlay juicer. I like it. I love it, actually. I would take him for 8+, but I'm going to keep it nice and reasonable for the boys.
All right, sounds good. And then I'm just going off of vibes. Give me Cardinals over Reds in Cincinnati, +106. That brings our final odds down to +875, $10 to win, 87.54. So
And we're still profitable on
Yeah, I
those.
was
We're
gonna
gonna-
say, I think we are a positive
I
EV
think we're
podcast.
right in that line though, because we've only hit
Yeah,
one.
we've hit
But
two. Well, we've hit two.
What was the second one?
Yeah, I think we've hit two as well.
It was
Have we?
a little bit of softball, but it was like a +4 something. But it definitely hit.
We hit one that was pretty nice.
Yeah,
That was like plus 800, didn't we?
yeah,
And then we hit a +4.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we've hit two.
We hit a parlay, but Isaac ruined it.
Yeah, I knew that one.
Yeah. But we still
we hit another one though.
That's
too.
possible.
I thought we only had like one hitter. That was like nice. Yeah, whatever. Anyways,
Well, maybe
That's where we're at
you
this
are.
week.
Maybe you are right. Maybe it was the Isaac fumble.
so yeah, we'll I'll post that one tonight so you can actually get on top of that because these start tomorrow, Thursday baseball games.
nice and
then
early.
Sunday for NASCAR. Cool.
Right on, man.
Yeah, so make sure you follow on Instagram. We'll have these posted for real this time, and then hop on the train. We'll make something happen. Hopefully, we'll see.
Choo choo.
Oh,
Give me your ghost noise one more time. Very nice.
Let's hear yours.
I'm a ghost.
All right, Carson.
I'm gonna do the Tom
No,
scream.
don't do it.
All right.
I would have baited it.
Anything else, fellas?
I got
Any
nothing.
final words?
Nope.
Any words of wisdom
Wanna
to leave
leave.
people off for their
Let me
week?
go home.
Any words of wisdom for the weekend?
Um,
Oh my God! Wait, look at the score: 69-73, 420 left. 69-420. Nice.
nice.
Let's go.
That's a
Do whatever you want. I mean, just if you want
We're
to.
all gonna die eventually.
Yeah, we're all gonna die eventually.
grand larceny. Specifically, make sure you do that.
Yeah, don't.
Indicted on federal racketeering.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I mean, I guess tax day is over, but if you haven't done your taxes, just don't. What's the point? I mean,
It's too late.
yeah,
You're fucked.
yeah, it's over. The government's coming for you, and
Just kidding. Everyone that listens here
and
to this makes zero money.
RFK is going to eat your sugar cereals, so you can't.
All right, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for us then. Oh, also, did you see they're banning like food dye,
They did see
like
that.
the petroleum
Yeah,
ones at
I
least?
did, yeah.
Whatever.
Luca
Yeah.
for 3. Bang.
Nice. All right, that's gonna do it for us, guys. Thanks for listening. Appreciate it. Hopefully we'll catch you this week and next week. We'll see.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
glad we had a draft this week, like I promised, and next week. What did we say we're drafting next week?
Jingles.
Jingles. We are
Jingles.
drafting jingles next week, guys. So tune in for that. If you love jingles, let us know what we missed on anything. We'd love to hear your feedback. I guess we don't really get it in the form of polls, but yeah, leave a comment. If you listen this far, leave a comment and say, what do you want them to say?
I love you.
All right, yeah, just comment "I love you" on whatever you listen to, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify. Let us know that you love us.
Yeah, because tune in next week to see if the general returns
Does he?
to the podcast.
Probably
No, he
will.
doesn't, dude.
All right.
Actually, he might. That's a pretty good one.
Okay.
All right, we'll see you later.
Love you.
Bye.